Okay, Jennifer, you got the floor.
Okay. Um, and so I was actually just mentioning to the group that I think it's really important for everyone to really try to be here and participate when we have meetings. And then if you can't make it, to communicate your opinion on side or thoughts and ideas on what we're doing, because as part of a group, we all need to be participating in discussions, and that way, we can move forward. And so, um, but I really thought it is important to be here to discuss, since we have the situation where it's kind of like two different organizations that are going on now. Again, totally respect, Tammy, what you've done with Snack Pack for Kids, and like I said in my email that I sent out earlier today, I'm not sure if y'all read it, that I am actually on board with moving forward with Snack Pack for Kids. Because I do agree that, yeah, we've, kind of been working on it. It looks like they are, you know, communicating more and that we're on board. But at the same time, me personally, feel that, something needs to be done with um, Soldiers Angels. And so that's why it really kind of hit me personally, because I was able to deploy, and I've kind of seen like the back lines as far as I've worked with the Fallen Warrior program and mortuary services. So it really kind of hits soft spot for me when I hear like a veterans organization is not being supported. And I know that Snack Pack for Kids has had UTSA support before. And so that's why I felt the need to really just kind of put my foot down and say, hey, I'm going to do this. Now, as far as like the project itself, in my opinion, um, I think he's really looking for an external event. And now I know we have challenges where people can't, be like, make it to an organization or something, or, to an event. And that's fine, because I had reached out to the professor and asked him if this really needs to be an actual event, or if we're able to kind of like do something online. And I let him know that, I think our group has challenges where not everyone could be at an actual event or anything, but we're working on something to where we can do both like an online event and an actual external event. His response was that um, it, like he kind of vague on the response, but it's something like where the people who are in town, to try to make it to the event or something. I can try and pull up that email while someone else is talking, but that's my opinion. So again, I'm on board with moving the Snack Pack for Kids, but I really think that we should try to do something with Soldiers Angels.
All righty. Well, I hate that Snack Pack put us in this position, but as a project manager or program manager, I was just trying to move the process forward. My goal personally is to get this project task done, hopefully successfully. And it was not my intention to cause, any type of personal friction between, Soldier Angels and Snack Pack. And, I'm just looking forward to moving on, and hopefully everybody else will be as well. And like Jennifer said before, we need everyone to participate. We need everyone's voice. We need everybody collaborating and not just a few. So if you're going to be making decisions, then you need to make sure that you participate in whatever decision, you vote for. So that's basically all I have to say. I'm on board. I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to go. Ready to do what we have to do to, succeed. So that is my goal. And hopefully everybody else as well. Just, get it done.
So just to clarify, we have all the information that we need from Snack Pack, correct?
Yes,
In regards to the tin and the account.
yeah, that's what I was gonna ask Jennifer as well. How would we measure our success with Soldier Angels? Would they provide an account link and a TIN?
So with that, because I kind of held off on that since, we're kind of back and forth, in regards to if we're going to move on that or not, in regards to ideas and stuff. That's something that I can ask if we can get. I know like there is ways that they can set up, because they are very supportive in regards to what is needed or like what we need and everything. So I'm sure that an account link can be set up if needed.
Yeah, as far as SnapPack, yeah, they've already sent the 10 and I sent in, they needed the description of what, when we post on social media for the account link, they needed a, description of what it's gonna say, as well as the monetary, values that we needed. And I have sent that in. So, as far as I know, everything is back on schedule.
Okay, that's good. I just wanted to make sure.
Clarify, yeah,
That's fine.
yeah. So I did, send the information that they asked for and what they needed. Just to, make sure and get them to, moving. But, since we do have the 10, we can still do the profit share, in the meantime. So we can still, do that without that account link. That account link specifically was for like social media.
Right, yeah.
So we can still, move forward because we do have the 10.
Correct, because yeah, I was because I can get that started, to get that set up. I just wanted to make sure that for the project purposes that we are going to be moving forward with Snack Pack for Kids before I get that set up. And so
Yeah, and the thing, hold on 1 second. Yeah, and I was thinking, if we were to go with Soldiers Angels, we would have to pretty much change our whole memo, because we would have to come up with another vision. So we would have to change name. And so I just think that, as far as time constraints, just to keep moving forward with Snack Pack. Since we do have the 10, at least we have the 10.
yeah, with that though, like I reached out to them and talked to them already, and the fact that they have had spoken with UTSA students before, but they've never followed through. I felt it's really important that we do something for them at least, because in my mind, whenever you said on Thursday, like last Thursday, that you no longer wanted to move forward with snack pack for kids, I kind of took that as an executive decision that, you know, we're done with snack pack for kids, and that, you know, we're gonna move forward with another organization. So that communication, I think, you know, just caused, you know, we're in this situation now.
And see, that's
So that's why I say I agree that we can move forward with snack pack for kids as far as project purposes. But as far as like, you know, since we have reached out to Soldiers Angels and said, hey, we'd like to work with you, you know, with that, and, you know, since they said that, you know, yeah, like UTSA students have reached out to us before, but, you know, nothing has a, you know, they haven't proceeded moving forward. Now, I understand, you know, we're in time constraint and everything, but they are very responsive versus, you know, we had waited 3 weeks or so for a snack pack for kids to respond. So they are very responsive and they are, you know, willing to help and everything. So as far as, you know, I can see like, it looks like everyone's standpoint is to move forward with snack pack for kids, and I totally support that. That's totally fine. But from my personal standpoint, I'm a veteran. I, you know, feel the need that we need to follow through, you know, with this or do something for them at least. So
Can I jump in real quick? Can you guys hear me?
yeah, we can hear you.
For sure. So just to, you know, just to chip in, to piggyback off of Jennifer, right? As far as, you know, project purposes to move forward, you know, since we're running on borrowed time here, you know, it's best to move forward, even though they're not very responsive with the snack pack for kids, just so we can all execute this, you know, project and make it successful. But, you know, after we do that, so I think our next meeting, you know, when we end here, we should come up with next steps for each of our own responsibilities that we need to fulfill, you know, just next steps for next meeting and for next, you know, I don't know how to name it, just next steps for what we need to execute in order to, you know, move to a higher percentage of completion with the project itself, right? And from there, once we get to a good point, you know, we can all circle back and when necessary, you know, with Jennifer, and we can follow through with something small, nothing too major with Soldiers Angels, just to fulfill that need, since, you know, we were put in this position. But of course, you know, we're just trying to hop around it, and of course come back to them when time permits, since what's it called, since we're all aligned with moving forward with snack packs for kids, if that makes sense. Now we can basically, you know, fulfill the needs of both partners that we've affiliated ourselves with.
yeah, I agree with that. Because again, like I'm totally on board moving forward with snack pack for kids because I know we've, you know, put a lot of time in that already. But you know, for me personally, you know, I really want to do something for Soldiers Angels with that, and I understand that you know, we're busy. You know, this project at hand is priority. I absolutely respect that. You know, but for me, I really would like to do something for with Soldiers Angels.
I agree with that, Jennifer, and I support that as well. I think it would be
Definitely.
good for, you know, just for the sake of being decent, to kind of follow through with Soldiers Angels, since it is an unfortunate situation, but I think that would be fine. I would totally be in support of that.
So yeah, so I'll kind of work, you know, with something with Soldiers Angels on the back end or something. Again, I'm still going to participate, you know, fully on this project, you know, with Snack Pack for Kids. You know, my next steps is to get that the profit share set up in regards to that. But also on the back end, I don't, you know, mind trying to do some extra work, you know, with Soldiers Angels. Now with this, you know, it comes, you know, fulfilling to really kind of support, you know, to really follow through with what, you know, we say as UTSA, that we don't have this bad representation But I think the professor would really, appreciate, that, hey, this unfortunate situation happened. However, we turned it into a positive and we were able to benefit both organizations. One, being a veteran supported organization. And so, I always, like to turn negative things into a positive where it can be a win-win situation for all.
I agree. I think that would be a good idea.
So,
So what is,
let's see.
so we're moving forward with snack pack.
I'm going with snack pack for kids for the project.
Yes.
Okay, and just to clarify, Jennifer, I only have one vote. And at the time, I felt that something needed to be done because SnapPack was not responding. So that is
Right.
the reason I said, let's move forward, and I was doing what was best, I felt, for the team. I don't take anything personal. I'm just doing what I felt at that time was best for the team. Now, it's unfortunate that, SnapPack, responded during the time we was making this decision, which was kind of odd, but, it is what it is. And it was not my, intention to guide anybody down any type of road, but it was a group decision. And I only have one vote. And the fact that my name was put into the email, only, I felt that it was not right. Because like I said, I was doing what was best for the team. But I just wanted to clarify and clear that up, that I only have one vote. And it would make it a lot easier if the team will cooperate more, in decision making and stuff like that. So, but I just wanted to clear that up. So I guess we can go ahead and move on with SnapPack, and everybody has their, okay, go ahead.
So let me acknowledge that. So as your role, in regards to moving us forward, that's what I kind of took that as, that I did make the suggestion, but then, Thursday, you were, it seemed you were very firm on that decision. And so that's why, I went ahead and reached out to that. Now, in response to that email, I feel like at times, to be completely honest, that because you didn't even address my idea in regards to supporting this veterans organization, or how we can create a win-win situation. That was not even acknowledged. Now, when I even acknowledged in regards to setting up a meeting, you're kind of more in the defense. When I said, hey, I think we should, really discuss this, you responded, yeah, but not everyone's going to make it to the meeting. It's just, you kind of feel like you're always defensive whenever I try to mention ideas and thoughts. So I'm sorry that your name, was thrown into that email. However, I'm a completely honest person in regards to that. And because, here I am, I reached out to that organization and, in response that, you wanted to move forward. So
yeah, I, like I said, I agree with everything you said. Yeah, I was very firm. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty, firm and very active on Group B anyway, and to, I lost my train of thought. But anyway, like I said, my goal is to move this project forward. And at the time, that's what I was doing, trying to move this project forward. I think, with Soldiers, Angels, I think it's more of a personal thing for you, which, it doesn't, I mean, it's okay. But I'm just thinking in terms of, what we have to do for this class and what we have to succeed and the time limit that we have. And that is basically, where my mind is. So if it may seem that I feel, I don't know what you said, I feel like I don't mind, my focus is this project and what we're gonna do and what organization we're gonna go with and how we're gonna move this task forward. That is my goal. And, I may have tunnel vision. I apologize for that. But again, I'm doing what's best for the team and, not something that's personal, because I think that's something that's personal, to you, which is fine. I mean, if anybody wants to help Soldiers, Angels, that's fine. I don't have any
It's not
objections to that.
necessarily, I'm
But-
going to cut you off, Tammy. It's not necessarily personal. It's more about, keeping your word. You said you made a decision where, hey, you were done with this snack pack for kids and you wanted to, move on to this another organization, in which I felt, okay, that's our
You're right.
decision.
Me and everybody else made that decision. Remember, I had one vote. Everybody was on board, but
It's
like
not
you're
about
putting
a
me in
vote,
the
Tammy. It is
forefront.
not, and I'm
No,
sorry.
but you're putting me in the forefront. But everybody was on
'Cause you're a
board
group
with
leader.
moving on. But go ahead.
All right. I don't think we're gonna, meet eye to eye on that we have our opposing views. But in regards to just moving the project forward, we'll just stick with that pack for kids. I will, fully participate and support, but at the same time, I will be doing something, for Soldiers Angels on the back end.
Okay, well, great. That's your decision. But in the meantime, I guess we can go ahead and move this project forward. And I guess that's basically all what I have to say. And again,
No, right. I think next steps, just to execute this in order for us to all contribute as a team, right? We need to come up with next steps to fulfill our descriptions and what we assigned ourselves with. That way we move to a higher completion of higher percentage of completion just to execute this project as a whole, right? So what we proposed in the first place for snack packs for kids, we need to start executing that. We need to make a plan, next steps, do ABC. That way the next meeting we do XYZ, right? And then from there we can circle back and just align as a team just to make sure we have the business plan to execute the goals that we've set in order to keep moving forward with the project. Right. And then Tammy, what's your, it's I lost my track of wording, but I just feel like, since not a lot of people, since we're missing 2 group members right now, right, who are equally, responsible for contributing, right? We just all need to come back as a team and align. That way we all know what our responsibilities are once we meet again and or as we progress through the week with moving forward with snack packs for kids. Because if we keep bouncing back and forth, we're never going to get anywhere, right? We're going to remain stagnant. So we need to come up with a plan to just start executing and moving forward.
sounds good to me.
Cool. Nick, you got anything, buddy?
It all sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me.
Thanks for
All righty,
your meeting. Thank you all. I appreciate
for
it.
sure. You guys have a good night.
Everyone.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye y'all.